likeness. You can proceed, but with caution, give the proceeds to my God kids. Hold on my conscience. Same my pop is. Lame wanna pop, get drop kick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me this ain't the hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no. Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, I'm a gangster.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. When these two teams met in 2015, 101 points were scored. The Giants and Saints are underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. You ready?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Brees now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So that'll back him up 5. On second down, Kamara. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. A great rookie season for Barkley, over 1,300 rushing yards, second in the NFL, 11 rushing touchdowns. Also a big asset in the passing game, 91 catches, most by a rookie in NFL history.
Yeah, second only to Christian McCaffrey in 2018, not counting the rookie status at all. How about 2,028 yards from scrimmage, which led the NFL, 15 total touchdowns, ended up breaking 94 tackles. A lot of people said he didn't run inside. Oh, he did, and he broke those tackles and made plays downfield. And don't forget this about this guy. Those numbers would normally win Rookie of the Year going away. He'll be in a real battle with Baker Mayfield from Cleveland for that honor.
He got 18 yards out of that one. And Saquon Barkley had another 1st and 10 here. First down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Manning. Powering his way forward. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that's incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
And Gibbs got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Breeze now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He loses 4. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. So, okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarterback. You got the number 6 overall pick in this next year's draft. Where are you going?
You would think if you could get someone like a Quentin Nelson who went to the Colts last year, you would want to do that. But there's also a chance they can get their future quarterback with the number 6 pick. So you might have to go in that direction and then come back and get the big guys later in the draft. Sitting in that number 6 spot, they will have a good chance at getting one of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 46 yards. So a big play there running right. The D-end couldn't get out. They couldn't stop him. It was the offense setting the edge and getting the big game.
Yeah, essentially when you're the defensive end, when they talk about setting the edge so the offense has to bounce it one way or the other, instead that edge was actually rounded off by the offense and continued deep down the field.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defense.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are in for 6. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the second year in a row. But, you know, 13-3, #1 seed for the first time since '09. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped out right from the word go. Well, let me rephrase that. After a season-opening disappointing loss to Tampa Bay, they ran off a heck of a streak and established themselves as the team to beat in the NFC. The only concerns going forward, will they get everyone back healthy? Remember, Sheldon Rankins, their exciting defensive tackle, got hurt in the playoffs. But the other part is, can they shake off the last 2 years of losses, get that out of their psyche? That crazy Minneapolis loss to the Vikings, and then the controversial non-call in the playoffs against the Rams this year. If they can put that behind them, they'll be a force again in 2019.
15 yards through the air and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Hey, kill!
Here's Breeze to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Where is this nigga going?
And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Zebra.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Room here to run.
Stay in bounds.
To retake those ankles.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. Throwing on first down is Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The toss out to Barkley. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You try to throw it like that.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And New York set to take the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Alex Okafor in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
And for the computer to play that defense.
Here's a give to Barkley. And now running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. So after the INT, it's Manning. Wide open receiver complete.
Let's go, Beckham. Let's go.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2. Here's a toss coming right, and he'll get into the end end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Merriman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready? You waiting?
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 38 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. And his kick is good. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But what you have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now the kick is blocked.
Blocked the kick. 17, man. Crazy. Come on, man.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Fucking even running. What is he doing?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5.
He fell asleep.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Only 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Ready. Waiting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
And
he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin with a run by Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Got it.
Again, it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And Hill with it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I hope you go for it. Please go for it. There we go. Might as well.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And they're going to try to screen. It's complete.
Anyone let him score?
That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught, and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Breeze going to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
He got to run the ball. I don't know where he's going.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Breeze.
I knew he was going to keep doing it. I knew he was going to keep doing it.
Picked off inside the 10.
Ooh, I knew he was going to keep doing it. Ooh, I knew he was going to keep doing it. I knew he was. I knew he was. Want to show off.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's a toss coming right, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now on the return.
Oh, yeah.
And the Giants have it. It's picked
Give me
up.
those.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain.
He felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Tell people look out, though. He tried to play me, man.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go.
I know he mad.
And gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
Exactly what you get, fool.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Nowhere. What's he getting?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
You're the ball in the Super Bowl and that's button clicking.
Good field position means going to attack on offense.
Oh!
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
I had to play him. I knew he was going to do it. Exactly what I told him. Run the ball. Bro, never want to listen, though.
Did the running back not pick him
Never
up?
want to listen.
What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn.
You can do that all day. You lost.
And all the way down to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Breeze now to throw.
Yeah.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
I tried to get him some advice.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. second down. Here's Breeze. And the
Down
he goes.
boy.
Olivier Vernon in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot.
I'll take those too.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15.
People.
And a big turnover there as his guys.
Don't quit now. It's too late. The game's over, bro. What are you doing? Just let the 4 seconds play out, man. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got so much beef, I can barely sleep.